And what's up, you guys? It's your boy SF Bay Area Sports Talk, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing some of my reactions to the Michael Jordan Last Dance documentary that just concluded. And oh my goodness, you guys, what an absolutely amazing documentary. I never had so much fun in my life than watching those 10 episodes spread out across 5 Sundays. And man, it just was absolutely amazing. This documentary, in my opinion, put into perspective how great Michael Jordan was. And for someone like me that was born in 1995, I never got the experience, unfortunately, to watch Michael Jordan play, obviously live and in action during the 90s, and to have been a part of what that was like. So watching this documentary really made me feel like I was living in the 90s, and I got to live through the experience of millions and millions of Bulls fans all over the world and really get an idea of how Michael Jordan completely transcended not just basketball, but really, the entire landscape of the world at that time. Wherever Jordan went, everyone wanted to talk to him. Is, man, just the work ethic of Michael Jordan, how he was always pushing himself to be better. He was never content with whatever accomplishments that he had done. He wanted to keep getting better and better. And seeing him go through the early struggles of, losing to the Pistons many times in the early days and then finally breaking through and beating them in 91, man, that was just... And this documentary, in my opinion, completely squashes the idea in the debate between Michael Jordan and LeBron James of who is the greatest of all time. It's not even a discussion. Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time, and by a landslide. Looking at the 1990s, you also have to understand that the NBA was not as, protective as it is now. They let a lot of fouls go in that time. A lot more players were roughhousing, and, you got into a lot of fights in those days. A lot of scratches on your body. Jordan took a lot of beatings. A lot of teams tried to tire him out, tried to beat him down, but all the work that Jordan put in prepared him for those moments, and that's how his body was able to withstand those hits that he kept constantly taking. And I think when you look at the flu game in 1997, that epic Game 5, in which Jordan had, I believe, 38 points, and a lot of people would have completely tapped out. They wouldn't even have played in that game, yet Jordan came to the scene and put on an absolute show. And again, it's a testimony to his work ethic and how I believe his mentality, his confidence in himself, he was going to do whatever it took to be out there for Game 5. And man, just amazing, you guys. Almost, I cannot even have the words to say what that was like. And then also in the documentary, you saw the toughness of all the Bulls players. Jordan made everyone around him better. He pushed guys when they didn't want to be pushed themselves. You see a lot of great athletes when they get to the big dance, the big show, they lose some of their motivation. They lose some of that drive that maybe helped push them in the early days of high school and college, back when they didn't have, a guarantee that this is how they can make a living. And, that's what you love in an ultimate teammate, getting the best out of everyone. And no one on that Bulls team wanted to be the weak link. Everyone wanted to put on a show. They wanted to put in the work. They wanted to earn the respect of Michael. And during those days in the 90s, Jordan outplayed several Hall of Famers. And I mean, like, upwards of like 7 to 10 different Hall of Famers. He was definitely challenged. It was not easy to win all of those championships the way that he did, and with all of the spotlight being on him. And that just makes it that much more impressive what he was able to do. Not only that, but Michael Jordan, he leads all of the NBA history in points per game in winner-take-all games. Jordan leads the way with 36 points a game. Now, I believe LeBron, I think he averages 36, and I believe Kobe with 35. So, yes, Jordan is the top dog in that area. Jordan also, during that time, you guys, won 5 MVP awards, and he easily could have won a 6th MVP award, as one season they gave the award to Karl Malone. Now, he was deserving of the award, but yes, Jordan could have had 6 MVPs. Excuse me. And then Jordan also had 5 NBA Finals MVPs. So when it came down to the big dance, the big show, Jordan always showed up and he always put in a big performance. And, you know, whenever the Bulls really needed him the most, he came through. Man, there was one finals that Scottie Pippen was really ailing and his back was really hurting. And he had to come out of the game very early. And so there was going to be a lot of pressure put on Jordan, but Jordan was able to withstand all of that and carry the Bulls to victory in that game. I believe he ended up pretty much outscoring all of his teammates and helped lead the Bulls to a crucial victory. And the Bulls were very smart because they brought Scottie Pippen back into the game. And although he really couldn't do a whole lot, he ended up just being used as a decoy. And so it worked out perfect for the Bulls because the other team didn't know how healthy Scottie Pippen was. So they had a game plan like he, was the good old Scottie Pippen of old and raring to go. And so that really benefited the Bulls to be able to help them to secure that victory. And again, the dominance of Jordan in that game, doing what he does best. Just another major takeaway is that if you told Michael Jordan he couldn't do something, he was going to do everything in his power to prove you wrong. And I think that's ultimately what led to him doing so well in his early days. When he got cut from his high school basketball team, I believe it was freshman or sophomore year, he put in the work and definitely earned everything that he got after that point. So that's just an amazing story there. And even into college, when he faced adversity, again, Jordan rose to the occasion and completely transcended. Another major takeaway from the documentary is that the Bulls had an opportunity to chase after a 7th NBA championship. But at the time, Jerry Krause, he was determined to bring in a new coach, so Phil Jackson was going to be on his way out. And Michael Jordan had repeatedly said that if Phil Jackson wasn't going to return, then he wasn't going to be back. And so, Jordan went into retirement following the 98 season again, before, of course, joining the NBA again with the Wizards later. But yeah, I mean, the team completely, they started to strip the team down after the 98 championship, and they started the rebuild. I believe they traded Scottie Pippen, they traded Steve Kerr, and they released Dennis Rodman. And so, I think that's what hurts me, is that I really would have loved to have seen if they tried to bring everyone back on a 1-year contract to try to chase after a 7th NBA championship. I think without a doubt they would have had a legit opportunity and probably would have pulled that off. But, we'll never know how that would have played out. But it's definitely something to keep into consideration. And, yeah, I mean, sometimes tough decisions have to be made. I mean, Jerry Krause probably felt that he was doing the right thing in terms of, the outlook of the future and what the, condition of the franchise was going to be moving forward. And so, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you made it all the way through to the end of this video, then be sure to smash up that thumbs up button and smash that subscriber button and smash the bell button if you have not done so already. If you would like to be notified when brand new Chicago Bulls breaking news will be coming to you guys live with all the latest Bulls news, free agent signings, trades, coaches, front office moves, and Bulls game recaps. And you guys, I couldn't be more excited. We hopefully will be seeing a new Bulls documentary in the future. We'll be talking about the sweet life of Zach and Kobe. As we know, Zach LaVine and Kobe White, they're going to be the new dynamic duo for the Bulls of the future. And you absolutely have to love the state of this franchise right now. Having completely cleaned house, we have brought in new ownership. There is so much to be excited about in the future, so I couldn't be more thrilled. So let me know your thoughts, Bulls fans. What was your reaction to the Michael Jordan documentary? Did you have a chance to watch during those days of the 90s? Would love to get all your guys' thoughts, insights, and stories. So let me know down in that comment section. And as always, until next time, I'll see you guys again. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.